Sorry about that, everybody. If you're watching this stream, give me a second, everybody. Thank you to everybody in the chat. Thank you to everybody in the chat. Sorry if my mic was muted there in the beginning. So if you're watching this live, thank you for being here. If you know somebody that might like this, bring them on in. Say, hey, can you please come on in? Hey, can you please come on? Text them, call them, whatever you got to do. And if you're watching this after that, sorry about my mic being muted there at the beginning. I apologize. That is something that happens from time to time on mere accident. But we're here to celebrate 10 years of Chrislevi13. As you can see right there, we're going to be showing some videos via the Xbox of me from 10 years of Chrislevi13. A video or two from each year, little clips here or there. Talk about where my mind frame was as I can remember and why I created this or did this. And then transition it throughout the year, playing some of my favorite games from Borderlands series, Kingdom Hearts, Halo, BioShock, multiplayer games with friends and all that. Because we're in all that jazz. Because I want to sit there and say thank you to everybody. Appreciate everybody. Talk about some of the people that impacted me that are big, small, or otherwise. And have a fun time so that when you come back and you look at this, you can sit there and say, I know more about the guy sitting right here. I know more about Chrislevi13. But I also like the fact if you meet somebody in the community and say, hey, you want to know more about Chrislevi13? Here's simply a live stream. Go watch this live stream because I'm bada bing, bada boom. Realest guy in the room. Yours truly, Chrislevi13. And 1 year after I graduated high school, I created this YouTube channel and then had my journey throughout this YouTube channel and social media. But anyway, I'm going to give a shout out to everybody in the chat and let's go. What's up? Sadly Not YouTube and Orby and Turbo Wolfpack and all the people that are lurking. Thank you all. Let me get a little drink of this real quick and then we'll go from here. Let me shake this up a little bit more. But how are y'all doing on this Tuesday, March 1st? And everything like that. Hope y'all are doing good and everything like that. Hopefully everything looks and sounds good and hopefully y'all are ready to watch some videos and see the journey with me. Would y'all rather me do the big screen or do the side-by-side screen? If y'all do the big screen, I'll be little and all as we watch this, or we can do the side-by-side one. What do y'all feel like doing? Because if I do the side-by-side one, it'd be like this. Me here and then the video there. I do the other one, I'll be little. But yeah, hopefully you all are doing good and all that jazz and everything. Because man, being here for 10 years, some people don't get to be here for a year, let alone 10 years, you know, and all of that, you know. And it's crazy that because I posted a video and all that, and bam, I'm here. But if y'all are ready to hear this journey and hear this and learn more about me and you want to know my story fully, give me a hell yeah and I will start telling my story and we'll get the first video queued up. So yeah, thank you all for the likes and everything like that. If we get 10 likes, I will stand up and dance. I know I haven't been doing this regularly, but yes, I'll explain why I do every bit of what I do. You know, now you get to know. So, okay, let's do it. Let's do it. And here we go.
Give me a hell yeah. I said, give me a hell yeah.
So, what's up, beautiful chilled moon, the one and only, the beautiful, the amazing chilled moon. Got my heart, bada bing, bada boom. We gotta meet one day. We gotta hang out. We gotta have some fun. Bada bing, bada boom. You know what I mean? Realest supporter in the room and everything like that. But yeah, so we go right here. Let me see if this is working. Let me make sure this is. This is not working. So give me a second, everybody.
Ladies and gentlemen.
So there's the first video queued up. So thank you, Chill Moon, and everybody for being here. So let me make sure I'm in the right part of the camera, and then we'll get into my journey. And we will show a little bit of stuff here. So I'm actually going to turn the sound down so it's not blaring you so loud and everything like that. But if I do need to adjust it, let's go. So to everybody here, minus the technical difficulties and all that, which is part of life, I want to say I've been here for 10 years on this platform. And through this platform, I've gone to Twitter, Twitch, Instagram. I was on TikTok. I mean, I've been on TikTok. I've been on Vine. I've been on Tell. I've been on all these different platforms because of this YouTube channel. Because 1 year after I graduated high school, and I'd been on MySpace, I'd been on Facebook, I'd had friends come and go, you know, I'd meet a lot of people, you know. But because of this platform right here, I've done and accomplished so much that I never thought would be possible for me as a human being. As a human being, I never thought this stuff would be possible. You know, because in I graduated high school in 2011, right? Didn't have a job at the time. Didn't know where life was going to go. I was CB average student and all the way through school, you know, failed one class on my high school year because, I don't know, I was one of the most active kids in that class. I can never explain. But in 2012, a year after I graduated high school, I'm sitting there hanging out with friends, doing all this different stuff, and I started to, create content. Because my friend at the time, we're no longer friends. You're going to hear his voice in this video, but we're no longer friends. And at the time, we were wrestling friends. We did backyard wrestling. We watched WWE, Raw, SmackDown, all that good stuff. Even a little bit of TNA, which is now Impact. We chilled out in his garage, walked around the neighborhood, ate together, slept in the same room, played video games, did all this stuff. And through doing that came me doing this right here that you're about to see.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Rock and Roll Wrestling.
And I still have that guitar.
Ladies and gentlemen, here's your host, Chrislevi13, OTWS superstar and up-and-coming musician. Welcome to the show.
Hello, people. This is episode 1 of the Rock and Roll Wrestling Show with your host, wrestler and musician as Trey pointed out to everybody. And I'd like to introduce you to my show. This show is where you put. And you gotta realize, when I'm doing this, I am nervous on camera. I am awkward. I had long hair at the time. I didn't have a beard. I was clean shaven. All that at the time. And this is up in his attic of the house. That's why the background looks the way that it does. Music and wrestling all in one show. Big, small, and in the middle topics from the wrestling world will be talked here. That little piece I was playing at the beginning was from a song called Crossroads. Now, Chilled Moon, we got 10 like height. Chilled Moon, if we ever visit each other, we gotta do a video, we gotta dance together and celebrate 10 like height. You're good with that, Chilled Moon, what I just said. Put a smile face or some kind of emote in the chat. But anyway, let's dance a little bit. Let's play a little bit of beat from Stream Beats and let's go. Bada bing, bada boom. Realest guy in the room. We got Hannah, Chilled Moon, Orbit, Sadly Not, Turbo Wolf, and others. A lot of people aren't here, but hey, I appreciate every like, follow, subscribe, all that good stuff. Because you want to know what? I'm not the person I am today without going live on YouTube. Most of my friends, my life, they come from this platform. Because you want to know what? When I walk out of this house, I go to work. I see people at work. I see people I used to play music with and I used to go to school with. But you want to know what the reality is? I only have one friend that I talk to outside of this house that lives in this state on a daily basis. Most of my friends are states and countries away. I don't like that a whole lot. But hey, if they're gonna check up on me more, think on me more, then hey, why don't I make that connection better? That's the truth. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like, hi, let's go.
Give me a hell yeah!
So yeah, I just wanted to do that. That was just one of the little song intros. The song that started the stream, doing that right there. But yeah, so back to the video we're watching. I loved wrestling and music. My friend, he would do this thing called T's POV, which is his name, point of view, right? And he would talk wrestling, what he saw in Raw, SmackDown, whatever, his thoughts. He said, do the wrestling part of it, but add in the music because you're a musician. And at this time, as a musician, I am always going to my dad's band practices, playing over the side, just watching their hands, playing their songs, the cover songs that my dad is doing in his cover band, watching every movement that they do. And chill boom for that. That's fucking awesome. And I was watching everything they did. And then we came to this.
By my band, Forever Gone, with me, rhythm guitarist,
And I'm talking about the song playing.
lead guitarist, the wonderful singer, Trey Camp, bass player, Quinine, and drummer, I forget his name, but he is a good drummer. And I'd like to welcome to my
I never met the drummer.
ever YouTube show, people.
I put the pick in my pocket and I look so nervous.
Chrislevi13.
Click that subscribe button right up there.
Yeah. Now, I always wanted to do a show. Do a show.
I'm so nervous.
And
So nervous.
I can't remember.
10 years is a big change.
OT Tennessee Wrestling Federation that Trey Camp came up with. And then this year we started a band, and I always wanted to do a show because I seen him do his show, T's POV, which is called Trey's Point of View. You should go to Trey Camp 12 and check out that page. Check out for his funny videos, his little lip singing videos, and his show, T's POV, his wrestling talk show, where you hear his opinion, you have special guests and other things. But back to my show. On this show, you hear current wrestling and music topics, news, history.
I'm giving this whole thing that nowadays I wouldn't have done that. I would have gone straight in doing the show. But I'm explaining too much. But that was me being so nervous.
Me play there on the guitar. So as I started to tell people I'm making a show, I got questions from, hey, you're doing a show. Well, what's your favorite music? What's your favorite wrestling? Well,
My things have changed so much since then.
And I scratch my head and think about it. And so here's my favorite musicians in this, and I'll be top 5 of my favorite music in wrestling. Top 5 in music. Would have to be number 1 if you know me. It's
This is an edited video that I did from there. Was Windows Movie Maker. So yeah, see, that was just Windows Movie Maker there. Doing that, right? And then here's a little funny video that I did back then. That hair to be flawless though. I had that hair from 9th grade all the way to 2013, had that long hair. So that's 9th grade, which is like 2007, 2008, all the way to 2013. And once it loads up, here's a little funny video I did.
Hello, everyone. This is a very serious public announcement by me, Chrislevi13, to all you people around the world. And the message goes like this. It's not over! Bears! Now you can go tweet that.
Now, the reason I did that video that way, that video right there, right, is specifically, there was a little meme of a thing. Hey, there's my live stream. There was a little meme, right? And it was basically this little video where it was from a movie where the dude was like, it's not over bears. And me and my friend at the time were up in his bedroom because you know, just gaming, talking, and all that, and we thought it was really funny. So I thought, why don't I do a little short video and make fun of it, right? So that's exactly what I did. That's where that came from. So let's do Chrislevi13 2012. Let's do one more video from 2012, and then we'll get into some other stuff. Let me see from back then. This is at my old house, right? This right here is at the old house. You'll see this. Thank you, Netflix.
And welcome to the Rock and Roll Show, episode 6, with your host, me, Chrislevi13. And I hope that you're all ready for another great episode.
And this is off a phone camera. I never thought about webcams or professional cams or any of that.
We'll start off with WWE. With WWE, SummerSlam is fixed and coming your way.
So, close player. So with that being said, everybody, that is me from 2012. That is me from 2012. And throughout that year, 2012, if y'all got any questions y'all want to ask, feel free to ask questions. You got anything you want to know, feel free to let me know what you want to know. Because we're going to be showing stuff for a little bit from here and there. So next thing is 2013. So all I got to do is go this and then to 2013 and see if we can find a video or two from there to show you as I show this journey, right? So doing that, during I'll speak on a couple years right now, you know, the early years of Chrislevi13. And if you got any questions, feel free to pop them in the chat. Anything I see, I will shout you out, let you know, hey, and all that. But speaking of that, right, and everything like that, I was in 2013, right, 2012, a year out of high school, and then I started doing videos. And what I would do is I would hang out with my friend so much because eventually in 2013 I got hired at the place I'm still working at, but he was just like a mile down from where I worked, a mile or two down from where I work. So all I'd have to do was just walk from his house to work, and I did it in the rain, snow, did all this. But while being at his house, all the friends congregated at his house in the garage, all around the house with his grandma and his mom that lived there, and we'd be hanging out in the neighborhood, see movies, game, eat, chill out, just be bros, you know, backyard wrestling, listening to his little brother try to do raps and all that stuff, and just have a blast right there at the house, you know, and not have a care in the world. And I started just doing the Rock and Roll Wrestling Show, where I put music and wrestling together for you all the viewers around the world. And then I started just growing, you know, doing little funny videos, and eventually doing other stuff down the road and everything like that. And it was just wild, you know, that happened, you know, and everything like that. And it was nothing was really focused on the channel. Yeah, you had the Rock and Roll Show, but did I know what I was going to do for week? Did I have a script or anything? No, I've never sat there and wrote a script out for a video. I've never done it. It's all come out of here. Me. And if some of the videos you see me do, it's 10, 20, 30, 40 tries to get that intro just right so that I can do the thing successful for you all. And I'll show you some video from, this is a video from 2013.
Hello everyone, it's me, Chrislevi.
My hair is up, frizzy, all that. Look at it. In the bathroom recording this.
You might know what I'm about to say, and it goes like this. What do we want? Ham sandwich! What do we want? Ham sandwich! What do we want? Ham sandwich!
I don't know where that came from because I forget, but yes. I was acting stupid in there. Y'all can totally see that. But yeah, that's me. Now, from 2012, 13, 14, did I really care what I did? Did I really have a focus for anything that I did? Not at all. But then came 2015 or so like that, and all that. And I'm going to talk about some people that have impacted me and some stuff that's just shortly. But we're going to show one more thing, and all this. And I started doing Let's Plays and streaming a little bit. And it was because I was on a call with my friends, right? And we said, hey, we're on Skype for like 6, 7, 8 hours, right? And I started to go, you know what? We talk music, we talk wrestling, we're watching The Creatures, we're watching Jacksepticeye, PewDiePie, Dashie, Markiplier, the Rooster Teeth people. I can't think what they're called. The Let's Play people on Rooster Teeth. I can't think what they're called. It made Red vs. Blue and all that. Achievement Hunters and all these different people like that. And I said, couldn't we play a video game and talk wrestling? Couldn't we play a video game and laugh and joke? Couldn't we play a video game and talk music? Just have the video game with the background drop, you know, and be also have fun playing the video game instead of just, you know. And eventually we created what is known as the Mayhem Game Society. We had one channel. That channel somehow, I forgot what it was, but it got took down, right? We created a checkup channel. I did Xbox content. My buddy that lived down from my work, he did 99% 9 PlayStation content, and the buddy that lived out of state that edited videos for us, he did PlayStation content, but also some PC content. And when we got on a schedule, there were 6 days in a week where I would do 2 videos, they would do 2 videos, he would do 2 videos, and then on Sundays we do group videos where it'd be content where it'd be at least 2 of us in that content. Then on Friday nights on Twitch, we were streaming on the Mayhem Game Society YouTube, because we never thought about streaming on YouTube, and I don't think streaming on YouTube was really a thing back in 2015, you know, but we did that. And eventually we did it. And then they eventually came to me and said, well, your intros are bad. Your intros are bad. And I said, what can I do to fix it? I love you guys, blah, blah. They said, go work on your own channel. So I said, okay, I'm going to go work on my own channel. So I started working on this Chrislevi13 channel that I've always had time to do unboxings, different really stuff that was in collaboration with the Mayhem Game site. So I did that, right? Well, I eventually went back to them and said, hey, I'm working on my channel, blah, blah, blah. And I said, let's have a talk. And I've had to force them to have a talk. And the last words I ever said to these 2 guys in person over Skype was, I love you. And it came down to that my stuff was that I was growing on my own channel, and seemed like they got jealous or something happened and something was misplaced there. Well, it comes out to that they start calling me former in videos when people ask about me, when they did a Q&A for hitting 100 subscribers back then. And then they delete all my content except the collaborative content that also featured them. So hundreds of videos of mine were, bam, gone. A whole Let's Play series that I did, Borderlands the pre-sequel, gone. Other games, gone. And I just was like, fuck. So in that time, what I started doing was this right here. Doing this. And this is not one of the first Let's Plays that I did, but it was one that I did do. And that's an old intro of mine. And I started doing Let's Plays. And it took me 2017, late 2016 is when I got things. 2017, 18, 19, 20, 21 to kind of get all the gear and stuff that I wanted for a setup. And I started doing Let's Plays, right?
They mark the moments by which we define decades. Cars are some of the most in top.
So then I started playing games, right? And I started doing this and getting in the game, and then I was like, boom, let's play a game. Forza Horizon, one of the Forza Horizon Motorsports games was out on Xbox. So I thought, download the game because I got it for free, I think, one of those months, and then I started playing it. And this is what I would do.
I need to concentrate. Concentrate. Might be a little quiet, not as talkative, because I'm trying to concentrate on getting this.
See, my editing, my recording stuff was for the gameplay was phenomenal. For my mic and my video, that stuff wasn't that great because it didn't always sync up. But I was using a mic that I got from when I was in the band right there. I wasn't using a Yeti or any of that. And this is what I did. Stuff like this.
I think I'm in first. I think I'm in first, so it's just...
And all that. And that stuff was what I did for a long time. Because late 26... I'm going to look at y'all's chats in just a moment if anybody has any questions or anything you want to throw up in there. You know. But what happened to me is after the shit happened with Man Gang Society, and they only did the channel almost 1 year later. And then they quit doing it. They quit motherfucking doing it. What I did is to counteract that is I just did let's play, which means I would stream to a I didn't have editing software. So what I did is I did a live stream for 20, 30 minutes, 40 minutes, an hour over on a Twitch channel. Nobody knew about this Twitch channel but me. And this is what I also did for when we did Man Gang Society, because we didn't know how to edit videos. So what we did is you get a whole bunch of video streams on Twitch, right? At the time. You use Twitch highlight feature, and you say, hey, the first couple seconds take off because you're making sure you're live. Last few seconds, make sure you're in. Take that off, right? Well, you got a 45-minute live stream you did, right? Well, cut it up into 3 parts. You can have 3 10 to 15-minute Let's Plays, which means you got 3 videos on your YouTube channel. And I did that over and over and over and over. And then the beginning of 2017 came around. And my mom looked at me because in 2016, not only did I get kicked out of Man Gang Society, I was in a band called Aces Wild playing rhythm guitar, and I got kicked out of the band. And my mom looked at me because I was going through a little bit of a depression, I guess you could say. And she said, you love working your job, right? Well, look, work as long as you can. You love playing guitar, right? Yes, we'll play guitar to your heart's content as long as you can play. You love creating content, right? Well, continue talking about your music, wrestling, and gaming on your YouTube channel. Don't let what's happened in the past affect you. You're a good guitar player. You're a good, you like your wrestling. You like your music. You're not hurting nobody. You're not going out there and taking drugs, or in a gang, or doing this or doing that. You're simply sitting in your room talking about music, wrestling, gaming. You're simply playing the guitar, wanting to be in a band, wanting to do all these different things. And nothing with what you want to do is wrong. Because you know why? You're coming home every week, working your job, having a paycheck, coming home. You know? Because me and your dad always told you you either had to have a job or you had to be in college for you to have a spot at home. So what I did there after that is I took my time and I went and said, okay, let's go buy me an Elgato. Let's go get me some stuff. And over the years, I went and got an Elgato. What's up, Crimson Ghost and Big Evil Gaming Saturday night? I hope y'all are doing good. You got any questions for me? Anything you want to know? Boom. So in 2017 at this time, right? I went and got me a capture card. I went and got me the Elgato HD60 at the time. No, it's the HD60S because that's still the one I got. I'm going to get the Plus probably this year, but I went and got a capture card. I went and got a better PC. The MSI laptop that I had, I went and got that. I went and over time got money, and I went and got all that stuff. And then eventually I went and got a Blue mic down the road. I did all this stuff. And at that time in 2017, this is where I'm going to get into the part where I talk about people that impacted me. People that impacted me. So in 2017, right, I got to mention Big Evil Gaming because me and him hadn't talked for a little bit because of what happened in Man Gang Society. They made me lose not only personal friends I met in real life, they made me lose 10 to 20 people I had met through online, through Facebook groups, through all these things and all that. And I lost contact with Big Evil Gaming, even though we're still friends on Facebook. We didn't talk, right? What's up, Laughing Star? What's up, Becky? I know your beautiful daughter, beautiful daughter, Miss K, my best friend in the world. She calls you Becky, so you know I'm gonna call you Becky. Thank you for being here, and thank you for listening to my story. So in 2017, right, I started buying all this stuff and all that, and I met this guy named Rax the Great. I don't know if it was through an RGT85, a little live stream when he used to do the little older live streams that he did years ago, or something, but I met Rax the Great, and I started meeting Avedon Smith, Studio Nintendo, who formerly used to be Nintendo Direct. and all that, and started just meeting these people, right, in the community. And then they were doing gaming content. Some of them were doing gaming news. Some of them were doing gaming review videos and all these different things, right? So I started meeting these people in 2017. And it changed my life because I was like working, coming home, doing a Let's Play, uploading. Working, coming home, doing a Let's Play, uploading it. I was kicked out of a band. I was kicked out of my game group. I felt like I was sitting on an island. No friends in the world. No friends. I felt like I was a fucking loser. I felt like, I'm gonna look at the chat in just a minute. But this guy right here is looking at the camera as you see gameplay next to me. I felt in 2017 like a fucking piece of shit loser. Even though my mom told me to go for everything, at the same time, I felt like a piece of shit loser. Somebody that nobody cared about. Because for a long time there, when I uploaded Let's Plays, those friends that I used to have would make fake accounts and dive bomb. I've had videos with 60 dislikes, 40 dislikes, 50 dislikes, and I felt like I was like suffocating. But after the talk with my mom and meeting these people, I started to get out of that rut. And eventually I saw them do the Chillcast, and I saw and then I met people at like channels like Spawn Wave, and I saw Player Essence, and I started meeting all these people. And one night, hey, what's up, Bestie? How you doing? Hey, Bestie, how's it going? And all that. But one night, Rack's great. So let me do this real quick. We'll get back to those videos in just a minute. But one night, Rax the Great said, hey, this is before I used OBS or even Streamlabs. He was using XSplits. He saw me using XSplits. And he said, hey, fuck what my girlfriend wants to do tonight. I'm going to talk to you. You want to better your live streams. You want to do better. This is how you make your live streams. This is how you do different things in XSplits. This is how you do message your mic audio, your game audio. This is how you make things optimized for streaming on Twitch, YouTube, or Facebook. This is how you do all these different things. And I was like, you're taking the time to do this for me? He said, man, you've been on the Chillcast. You're one of my friends, or somebody that I like. So he took from like 10 or 11 o'clock at night till about 2 o'clock in the morning. We sat on I think it was a Discord call or something, and we chatted about YouTube and gaming and this and that and bonded. But at the same time, he was sitting there helping me figure out where I wanted to go and do and everything like that. He said, you like gaming? Continue to game. That's what's cool. Gaming's real easy. But continue to throw in your wrestling, your music, your comedy. And I did that. Miss K, you're about to come up in a moment. So I met him, and through me doing that, I started to grow friendships with the Chillcast, which was NX Revolution, Studio Nintendo, formerly Nintendo Direct, Avedon Smith, Rob Regal, Chips and Sticks, and Rax the Great. And through that, I've met countless people like Jakin and the Game Looters, and Your Player 2 eventually became a full member of the group. And I've met countless people through the Chillcast that have impacted me in my heart. People that I still talk to on the regular each week. People I still see what they're doing with their music content or this or that, whatever they are at in this part of their life. And I couldn't have done it without Rax the Great and those others reaching out to me and saying, hey, I like this dude. I like his opinions on Xbox content. I like his thoughts and things. Me and Studio Nintendo connected on wrestling, connected on music. Me and Rax the Great, we connected on music and a love for some of the games that I loved. Me and Avedon Smith, he saw passion in me. We had passion for what we did, and that's where it happened. So now let's get to another video. So let me do this right here. This is 27. Let me do 27. This is a video from 2017 that I edited. This is a video I made in 2017. It took me that long to get 100 subscribers. And that's where I started coming up with the name Stay Awesome at the end of videos. Now let's press stop. And let's find another video from 2017. Close player. Let me do this. You talk about me playing Fortnite now? This is me playing Fortnite all the way back in 2017 once it connects. I'm going to connect this to the thing and then you're going to see this, everybody. This is me playing Fortnite all the way in 2017. What's up? What's up, mediocre misfit and Stitch? Yeah. So look, here's me playing Fortnite in 2017.
It was Fortnite, a game that I heard about several years ago, and then didn't hear much of it for maybe a year or so until this year at E3 when the buzz was about this game. It wasn't the biggest buzz.
The old way to sign into Fortnite. Oh, this is the Big Evil Gaming. I'm about to talk about you and Miss K next. You and Miss K are coming up. So go make sure Miss K is in here. Make sure anybody that needs to be in here is in here.
You build a fort. In that other game, you don't build a fort or anything like that. You get dropped into a map and you just go fight to survive to the end. You know, but this one, you get dropped in the map and you build a fort and you try to do what you can to survive the longest, you know? And that's basically the premise of the game that I know. I know a bunch of YouTubers out there playing it. One of my really good friends and fellow YouTuber, Cloaked Warrior, has been...
Cloaked Warrior right there! Mediocre misfit. I talked about you right there in 2017.
And see what the game's all about. So, I can't go to the co-op PEV or the 100 player versus player, but I can do one of these two. And I think I will try to do the Battle Royale for you all.
This is when stuff was early. Early times of the game. So that's how long ago I played this game and then dropped it for like years. And didn't even really touch it. I had it to update. I might have said, hey, cool, I might play a match and then get off of it and not play it for 6 months.
Okay, so I can make a banner. Okay, my icon. Okay, I don't know what to do in this game, so it's kind of like...
But let's get over to an actual match, right? So, this is me dropping in for the first time in this game.
Come on, please. Let's find something. Let's make sure that I don't suck. Come on.
I didn't know what to say there, so I'm acting random as hell. But yeah, 10 years, people. So this is 2017. So I'm about to talk about mediocre, Big Evil, and Miss K after this video. After I show a little bit more of this video, and here we go. And my green screen looked bad right there because you can see like the watching of my face.
Pick up. Okay, so search. Okay, search this. Pick up everything I can.
So let's get me into another one round. Later in the later. And that's how you were when you were learning.
71. What?
Yeah, 71. What? See, this is more recent me, but still. Like, there's other stuff that I did in 2017. Slime Ranchers, I did the top 5 favorite games. I did Recore.
Officially back after getting something to drink and drinking it already, because there wasn't much to drink. You know, I just drank some sweet tea, because that's really what we drink at this house a whole lot of.
I'm talking about sweet tea. Oh, you gonna cancel me, Dank? Dank's gonna cancel me, but hello, dude, what's up? So, back to my main camera and all that. I'm not gonna do this and all that. So, everybody, so yeah, let me make sure everything's good. So, around that time, I had met Mediocre Misfit, right? But at the time, he was Cloaked Warrior, and he started creating content, and I met him because he was a vendor at where I worked. I worked at a grocery store. He was a vendor, right? He worked for one of the companies on the weekends, right? And we had met each other, right? And I was like, okay. So I started talking to him. We talked about Boogie2988. We talked about other content creators. What's his name? Iceberg, whatever his name is, and a couple other people, because he did Fortnite content, right? And he did that. I played a lot of it, you know. And eventually, we talked about different things we did and all this. And we've talked on and off ever since. And he's a really cool guy. You should go check him out. And it created friendship, and I really enjoy his content. I don't always comment on it, but I have the bell hit whenever whenever he's gone live on Twitch, and he's done YouTube stuff. And I played Fortnite with him, and I played a little bit of Call of Duty with him. And he's just a real genuine father figure kind of guy. That's true. I like the new map, but I do miss the old map from time to time. But back then we met him. And through me connecting with the Chill Squad, which is Abaddon and Studio Nintendo and Rob Regal and Your Player 2, who all still create content and all that, it's like crazy. But I met him, you know, because at work, yeah, you know, we were just talking. I forgot how the conversation started on YouTube, but we did. And then at the time, he's sitting there watching content, learning about editing software and streaming and all these different things. Well, say 2017, somewhere in 2017, 2018, me and Logan, Big Evil Gaming, reconnect through and also connect with a friend named Larry, who Larry I had back in 2012 or 2011 got bought an Xbox 360, got Halo Reach, my favorite Halo game, and inside Halo Reach it had 2 days to 48 hours basically to Xbox Live. And I got on there and met Larry, who lived in Canada, and his buddy Mark, and we played like 2 or 3 matches of Halo on shitty ass internet that I had, where it lagged me out of a match or 2, and did that, right? So back to meeting Logan, right? Logan and me start messaging each other, doing all this. He's telling me about what's happening in wrestling and RP wrestling, which is role play wrestling, where you basically promo. I'm gonna run this fed. Who do I think did the better promos out of the 2 and the 2? That person did. But hey, maybe this week it's his turn to go over. I tell people what's up. Boom. I write matches out. We're good to go. Me and Logan reconnect. And then me and Logan start gaming on the Xbox a whole hell of a lot. And just continue, you know, while I do the Chillcast every so often, or at least if I'm not doing the Chillcast, I'm in the chat. I'm connecting with Cloaked Warrior and doing this. I did all that, and me and Logan connected, and Logan and me apologized to each other for not talking. I said, hey, this, and this to him, and he said it seemed weird that they only did the YouTube channel this much longer after you had left. They started calling you former. They didn't really do all this stuff, you know. And I said, be honest with you, dude. I said, what happened was straight up. They said the intros of my videos were shitty. And I said, can you help me get my editing better? Can you help me make my thumbnail better? Can you help me learn how to speak better on camera? And they said, no. I can go do it on my own YouTube channel. And if I can prove it to them for 1 month on my own YouTube channel that I can speak better, I can improve myself in some aspects, then they'll let me back part of Man Gang Society. That never fucking happened because I went on my own YouTube channel and I gained like 20 subscribers, and then they deleted everything that I had on that channel and fucked me over and told people that I was a piece of shit. His mother, his brother, his grandma all talked about me. I had a friend that's in the military now that went over to his house and said, you know, he texted me and said, you know, right now I'm sitting at the house and they're all talking shit about you. They're telling people on Facebook to not be your friends, to unfriend you, do all this shit and everything like that. So I said, you know what? I'm not going to entertain that. I'm just going to continue doing my thing. So I kept working my job, doing this, doing that, and all that. And guess what? That guy, he went back to backyard wrestling. He went back to doing all this shitty stuff. And all that. But me and Logan reconnected, right? So me and Logan are gaming and all that. Logan's coming out to support the Chillcast when I'm on it. Me and Logan are starting to eventually do TLG, which is Triple L Gaming with Larry, which I think we should have never done at part of me, but at the same time, it was fun for why it was around, you know, and all that. And what's fucked up about that whole situation is the one guy that lived close to me, not the guy that lived far away, but the guy that lived close to me. What happened is, you know what? I paid for them when they didn't have no food to have food. When they didn't have no gas in their car, I paid that because I was staying nights, weeks over at the house because it would save my parents gas money to take me to work whenever all I had to do was walk. And even that year that they kicked me out of Man Gang Society, I paid $200 for the guy to fly in from Oklahoma to Tennessee to see us for a week. And it was just a wild experience. But me and Logan reconnect, right? So 2017 into 2018, right? I'm just creating content. I'm bettering myself. I'm learning more about the Xbox and all this stuff. And I'm getting this and that. And I'm doing better at work. I move to the grocery department at work. I start just getting better at overall life, right? And everything like that. And I'm doing better, right? And everything like that. Me and Logan, a lot of times are gaming, and I'm having to game or live stream at 11, 12 o'clock at night because that's when my internet at the house that I lived at would work. So I'm doing that and everything like that. If you got any questions or anything like that, feel free, right? I'm doing that. Well, eventually, I start meeting people like, I'm going to say the dude's name one singular time, and y'all better, and I'm never saying it again. I met people like Slayer768. I met, think I knew some other people in the community like that every once in a while and all that. I was getting close to T-Belly, J-Love, another game collector, Megadan, Captain Algebra, so on and so forth. And eventually, I came onto a live stream, right? No, I saw her in the chat, and she shared her Instagram with me. And then I finally saw her live stream, right? And it was Miss K. Oh yeah, GoFundMe. I'll talk about that GoFundMe joke in just a second. The GoFundMe joke was I'll talk about that in just a second. But I met Miss K, and I didn't know her and the other guy were together, right? I look at her Instagram and all this, and this is me being bluntly honest with you. I tell her, you're drop dead gorgeous. You're an amazing person. And then she says, well, I got a YouTube channel. I got this, I do this. I didn't know she was dating anybody because that never came up. Never came up until later, right? So eventually I see her live stream and I figure out she's dating someone and all this. And I'm in her first live stream, her doing Spyro on her channel. I'm there in her early streams of The Forest and Minecraft and all and Call of Duty and all this stuff. And eventually, because I have a friendship with her and a boyfriend and all that, they start adding me into stuff, and they add Logan into stuff, and then we start gaming all the time. Once I got my PlayStation and everything like that, because I got me a Switch and then I got me a PlayStation, and all that stuff was like in a year's time. And I never expected to get any of that stuff, but it was the community and all that that helped me get the Switch, and it was the community that said, hey, we're sending me all these deals to help me make sure I got a PS4 back in 2019. And it was crazy that I was seeing all this stuff go down. And I started connecting with so many different people. I was still doing the Chillcast from time to time. And then I went on the Lootcast from time to time. And then I popped up on the Player Essence podcast. and did all these different things. And it was a wild journey for me right there. And me and Miss K started almost talking daily for a while there. Daily. Hugs, Hannah. Hugs. And all of that. Thank you all for being here. Thank you all for sticking around and listening to this fool right here. This 30-year-old fool talk to you all. And throughout that time, I've done so much more stuff. I've done unboxings of the E-Win chair. I've done so much other stuff. Y'all want to see, you know? It's like, if I could do this right at Chrislevi13 2019. It's like me. In 2019, I was doing stuff on YouTube and then streaming on Mixer and trying out this and that. See, this is the old intro for me right here. Look at this. Let me do this one right here. Old school. That is old school, everybody. And I'd met Stitch at the time too, because you obviously see that artwork right there in the corner. But then I do that right there, and then I go straight into Gears 5 right here. And this is from Mixer that I uploaded to YouTube, I think, later. And this is at the other house that I moved to. As you can see, I like that background. That room was really big. I have those same posters are back there. They're just not put up. But this is when Gears 5 came out, you know. What's up? What's up, Dark Joey X12? Dark Joey X12 is another person I met a couple years ago. He's phenomenal late night streamer. Does multiplayer games, single player games, PlayStation, Switch, all that good stuff. Pokemon, Zelda, you know, all that cool stuff, you know. But yeah, this is me doing Gears, right? And this is the old setup of mine, right? Hey, look, Logan. Look, Logan, let me go to full screen. Notice that shirt? I still got that shirt in the closet somewhere in a pile of clothes. But I still got that shirt. And to be nice enough to Logan, I actually reached out to Stitch. And then the one that Stitch sent the ideas to Logan, and then Logan got back to me was which one he wanted. And I paid to get Logan's logo made for him. But yeah, that's me playing Gears, learning the beginnings of Gears of War 5. Like early on in the game. This is mad early on. And then you zoom forward, and that's mad early in the game. Mad early. But that's 2019 me, right? And then everybody knows what happens a year later. And one from Gears 5, well, a couple months later, right? And all that, we have a pandemic hit us and all these other stuff that just knocks us in our ass, right? And everything like that. But it's been a wild, wild journey. What's up, ISO, Jamie? And it's been a wild, wild journey. And I gotta say, out of a lot of people that I've met, I can honestly say, meeting Big Evil Gaming, meeting Dank Meme Center, meeting Stitch, meeting people like Dark Joey X12, Jamie, ISO, meeting Miss K, meeting the Chill Squad, the Game Looters, and extension, I don't really speak to the people, but the Spawncast, and stuff like that means the world to me. Because you know what, everybody? I can sit here and live stream day in, day out. I can sit here and hoot and holler. I can sit there and play the guitar, make an Instagram reel, a TikTok. I can sit here on this mic and say A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, B, blah, 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 blah. I can sit there and talk about anybody I want to. I can sit there and say, hey, Markiplier, blah, 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 blah. Hey, this is what's happening in Xbox news. Hey, did you see what happened on Monday Night Raw? Well, this is my thoughts and opinion on an episode of the Vault 13 podcast. But the thing about it is that the connection that you can make with people that you don't get to see on a daily basis because they live across the country or across the world. But you know in your heart that if it takes you a year, it takes you 5 years, it takes you 10 years, you want to meet these people some way, somehow. Because you know why? That person in that chat right now is talking to you more than the whole same people in your house. They're talking more to you than your next door neighbor. They're talking more to you than the fellow employees at work. It's a thing that you can't explain hard. It's hard to grasp onto that. But when you sit there and you look at yourself and you're sitting there saying, doing this right here, I have more people talking to me than talked to me the last 6 months in real life. That's fucked up in a sense. But in the same sense, it means that these people must appreciate something about you enough to want to sit there and say, I see him live. I'm going to click on it and I'm going to type something in the chat. It must mean something that they see me post an Instagram post and I'm going to give it a like. They see me on TikTok and I'm going to give that TikTok a like. Hey, I see them in my chat. They see me in their chat or something like this. I'm going to mumble their name on my stream to say hi to them. It means a fucking world. Because you want to know what? If all of this was gone, this bed, this phone, this, everything like this, if I still could go say, hey, work my butt off and get a brand new phone, right? And be able to jump on Discord or TikTok or Twitter or Instagram and connect with one of you all, even if life said, hey, you're never going to create a live stream anymore. You're never going to do this. If I could get on somewhere and still be able to say I'm on Facebook and talk to Big Evil Gaming and Mrs. Evil and Miss K and Jamie, I would be all right. I know people can look at me and say, 10 years, how are you not at 1K? 10 years, how are you not at this many views? 10 years, why this? Because point blank, 5 of those years, I fucked off. Basically fucked off. Because why? The 2 friends that I lost in 2016, I helped them with their channels. I helped them with a group channel. I spent more time on other people's channels than my own channel for years. I spent more time and more passion on, hey, why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? Playing in bands, doing this, doing that, with other people than I did sitting there saying Chrislevi13 needs to take control of Chrislevi13. And it's crazy to say that. I'll read everybody's comments and questions in the chat in just a moment. But it's crazy, you know? And I know in 2017, 2018, and I started to more focus on my channel and do all this. And what I've got right here isn't just because I want it here. It's because I've worked my ass off by going to a job for 40 hours, 5 days a week, day in and day out, for years, and only missing 1 or 2 days, other than my two personal days a year, my two weeks vacation. I've never missed a day, except if I was legitimately sick from my job. And I appreciate each and every single one of you all. And if you ever look at Chrislevi13 and say he's not coming in my stream, he's not in my Discord, he's not on my Instagram, my Twitter, something like that, I apologize that if I don't come around enough. Sometimes I'm gaming too much. Sometimes I'm too much in my own head. Sometimes I'm taking care of my mom and my dad and the dog and working. Sometimes I come home from work, eat dinner, and I pass out in that bed, and I wake up 2 o'clock, and I jump in the shower, and then I come back and lay down until 5 o'clock, and then get up and go to work. So I appreciate each and every single one of you all. And this year, we're going to hit 1K, because you all deserve to see me hit 1K. I deserve to hit 1K. But let me see what you said. Preach, brother. I know what's funny, Chris. I didn't interact with his friends on YouTube than I do ARL friends, and made lots more. A fucking men. And do I ever expect anybody that I've ever gone into a live stream to be my friend, to be somebody I'm confident with, a confidant to me? No. But when they share something from their personal life with me, it gives me the ability to say, hey, well, I can share something from my personal life with them back. Because if you're going to sit there and tell me about your mom, why don't I tell you about my mom, your job? Here's my job. Hey, this is what I was doing before I went live. Okay, cool. Here's why I'm on YouTube. Here's why I'm on YouTube. And if you share that stuff, it's going to bring a connection between you and that person you're watching. I got to say this for you, Chris. When we met all that time ago, to think that you were the realest one, and 10 years later, you have created something that everybody said that you were garbage. Fuck them. I hope you're all having an amazing day. What's up, Ty? Clouded minds? Because we are clouded minds. Oh, yeah. We are clouded minds. Bada bing, bada boom. Realest clouded mind in the room. Yes, sir. Smash that bluntland. You are having the last laugh. You're still going while they're no longer around. I don't want to bash anybody. I'm not that person. I'll look at that person that sticks a knife at me and I'll be like this. Turn that knife away. Hey, you want to stab me, you can turn that knife back around and stab me. But I'll still look at you and say, hey, you might be an asshole. You might be an MFer, but still, may best of luck to you. Personally, relationship-wise, work-wise, all that. Because at the end of the day, I'm still going to be the realest guy in the room. It's not just a saying. It's not just something that I took from a WWE little thing that I saw. It's something I mean. You know? And did I ever think that I would get this far to be able to do this? No. But if I can get through people trying to ruin my YouTube channel, trying to ruin my friendships, being beat up through every year of high school, through being bullied on the internet, through people telling me to die, through losing friends because I did something I was passionate about. To be able to sit here now and get through a pandemic, get through all this stuff, and be able to talk to you all. Sometimes I don't talk to you all enough, and I feel like a total, straight up asshole that I don't get to talk to you all enough. Do I wish that I can sit there and those people I talk to on Discord or on their streams, do I wish life would give me some way to say, hey, I can go hang out with that person. I can go have a beer, I can go have a Coke with that person. I can sit at a table, have a Coke, a hot dog, and some bag of chips. I do. But I love that I have this right here, this platform, to be able to connect with people, because this platform has gave me some more realer friends than I've ever been face to face with, where I'm touching their actual body. So fuck yeah. You know? But yeah, we've done so many different things around there on this thing, you know? And I wouldn't have the people in my life that I have without y'all. I wouldn't, you know? And more than the people, more than any video that I've created, any more than 2012, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. When I started YouTube, I had long hair. I was a stuttering, baffling fool. It didn't put sentences together. I didn't say the right thing. Didn't know what analytics were. Didn't know what a tag was. Didn't know that you could put a video in its own category, that you could make a playlist. Didn't know any of that stuff. But what did I do? I conquered my stuttering. I conquered being bullied. I conquered being looked down on as somebody that, hey, he's got an Xbox, he's got a computer, I can be used, but at the end of the day, I'm still gonna make fun of that motherfucker. I looked at people that people looked down upon and said, hey, I've been looked down upon. Let me pick you up. Let me put that, give you the golden star. Let me give you a high five. Now, do I know where tomorrow, the next day, the day after that on my YouTube journey will go? Do I know when the day I'll actually hit 1K will be? No, I don't. But I can say through any story, any moment that I've been through, I wouldn't change my story, because if I change my story, even a hair, even through all the tears that I've cried, on YouTube, and all the tears I've cried in voice chats on Xbox Live or PS4 or on Discord. If I change any of that, then would I be the person here talking, saying, hey, I'm celebrating 10 years? No, I might have given up 2 months ago. I might have given up 5 years ago. But somehow, some way, God said, hey, get out of that bed, go work your job, take care of your mother, your father, you're the dog, you live in the house with you. Get on Discord, Twitter, Instagram, and so on, and connect with your friends. One day, you know you're going to be able to go to these gaming conventions and meet your friends. One day, you know you're going to fly out to California and New York and different states and meet these people in real life. And I appreciate each and every one of you all. You know, because me not knowing how to record a game, me not knowing how to do this, you know, there's been times where when I went live, guess what, how I recorded that Let's Play? Had a camera looking at my TV, and I went, capture this, cut out, let's make sure we don't show the outline of the TV. Come on, buddy. Let's show just the TV itself on a tripod. Let's record it. Boom. And I did it. I did that in the past for Let's Plays. For hundreds of Let's Plays. But hey, what's up, Hathawayne? 36316, what's up? Thank y'all for being here. But if y'all appreciate what I said, give me a moment to get a breather. We'll start to wrap things up and everything like that. But if you got any questions, what's up, Daisy Empire Queen? Y'all got any questions about 2012, 13, 14, 15, or beyond? You want to know why I created the Vault Squad, why I do the intros, outros, any questions you got, go ahead, ask me a question. I'm going to take a breather and give me a little drink. Yeah, so yeah, ask me a question. Let's have some fun. And if you want to know what I drink with that, I drank a Nutter Butter flavored drink that was made by the company Ghost. If you want to know more, go ask Miss K about it, my bestie. Hello, Disney. All in all, I'm glad to have you back as a friend. Thank you. Thank you. Where did you see yourself by the end of 2022? Okay, I'm going to talk about Logan's thing, and then I'm going to go to Ty's question. And feel free to ask more questions. So, Logan, I am appreciative of us being friends. Best of luck in every aspect of life for you and Mrs. Evil. But to have you in my life as a friend, I know it's been difficult. We haven't got to really meet each other. But to still be able to sit there, even though there's some days where we say, you're a dumbass motherfucker, I want to beat the shit out of your ass. But then at other days, we're like, hoopity ha ha, la 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 la, all jokey. I appreciate friendship because you know why? A true friendship is like when you're in the military, right? And you start, and then they make you run the little trial, right? Where you got to go through the mud and all that. Say you're running that with a friendship, right? You're going to start off all clean, all this and all that, right? Through running through that little trial, whatever, under the barbed wire, through the mud, through all this, you're gonna have to get through the thick and thin. You're gonna get dirty. You're gonna get muddy. You're gonna look at your friend and say, "Hey, I got here before you." And there may be a point where he passes you and he gets there before you, but you both will make it to the end eventually. And when you both make it to that end and you're still friends, that's what matters. That's what matters. So, where do you see yourself by the end of 2022? Well, 2022, they're lifting the mask mandates. Their pandemic's essentially going away. Numbers are going down little by little, right? And by the end of 2022, I hope to be at 1K subscribers, maybe on my road to 1.2 by the end of 2022, right? Maybe on my road to 1.2 or 1.3 by the end of 2022, if you want to talk about analytic numbers. Maybe by the end of 2022, I'm at 55,000 views. And maybe if I could sit there and say, well, what are you regularly doing on my stream? I am streaming multiple times a week, Every month, I'm doing at least 2 episodes of Vault 13 podcast. I've constantly got shorts posting as reels on Instagram, TikToks, and on YouTube. And maybe by the end of the year, if the community helps or somebody wants to say, hey, you pay me the money and I'll get one for you or something, maybe by the end of the year, I'll have an Xbox One X or play PS5. And if I can achieve those while still having you all as my friends and in the chats and in the live streams and all that, then bada bing, bada boom, realest guy in the room. And I know I say bada bing, bada boom, realest guy in the room, but I'm not the realest guy in the room without you all. Without you all, the viewers. Okay, let's look at the questions. What is your advice to bit like learning an instrument? Nobody knows until something has taught you. What is your advice to any upcoming YouTuber? So anybody that starts a YouTube in the last couple years or is just getting there. The thing about me is I'm no YouTube guru that makes content on this stuff. But if I had to give advice, like Hazeween asked, right? To anybody out there listening, it takes a moment to listen. If you're wanting to create content on YouTube, if it's about gaming, an Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo, it's about a guitar, Gibson, Les Paul, Fender, Stratocaster versus this, single coil versus humbuckers, DWs versus Pearl drums. It's about wrestling where you want to go WWE versus this, or you want to go make videos. Hey, well, I love golfing. Can I go out to the golf range and make videos on that? Can I go to the batting range and make videos on batting and show metal bats versus wood bats? Whatever you want to make content about. Simply, whether you record on your phone or a professional camera, start recording. Because if you never start recording, then do you know where you want to go? Because when you start recording and you start uploading and you start making content, you learn that, hey, what do I want to name myself on YouTube? Some people use their real name. Some people will use a persona, aka gimmick, kind of like wrestling. And all that. Now, with that being said, you go like this. You start uploading videos, and then you start saying, okay, well, let's get to 100 subscribers so I can get that custom URL. Boom. Then you get to 500. You get that community tab. And throughout it, you figure out where you want to go. And the easiest thing to do for any new YouTuber, night, have to get ready for work. I'll get you more congratulations. Thank you, Becky. Thank you. Love you much. Have a good night. Have a good work shift tomorrow. So any new YouTuber, the thing is uploading, consistency, because if you upload and you can stay consistent, whether it's once a month, once a week, or once every couple days, then you can sit there and go back, look back at yourself and say, okay, I am uploading and I'm staying consistent. Now let's look at my uploads and my consistency. What are bringing people to the channels? Okay, this is what's bringing people in, but this is where people are turning off. People coming in for 2 minutes of my video and then turning away. 2 minutes and then turning away. Well, what do I do at the 2-minute mark that I can change to make people go from the 2-minute mark to the 3-minute mark? And then you just continue to work on yourself and what you're passionate about. Because you know what? You don't just get 100 or 1,000 overnight. You don't just get a Discord overnight. It's all about learning, and this is a learning process. Okay, let's see what y'all said in the chat. If you drink alcohol, what is your drink of choice? If I drink alcohol, I got some, what do you call it? Fireball over there. Which, that's how I'm going to end the stream, was with the Fireball. But if I had to drink alcohol, and I had my drink of choice, when it comes to beer or like any of that seltzer kind of stuff, I say twisted tea. I can drink me a twisted 3, 4, 5 twisted teas, no problem. But if it came to something where it's like straight shot based, Jack Daniels, Jim Beam, Smirnoff, this, that, that thing, I would say Crown Royal, and it's either regular Crown Royal or Crown Royal sour apple, the green apple one. That one right there is bomb. So it'd be Crown Royal or Twisted Tea is what I would say. I know some people would say this, that. They would say Sky Vodka or this or that. But me personally, that's what it would be for me. I know my advice is do what makes you have fun. Yes, and at the end of the day, when you're being consistent and you're uploading and all that, and you're editing and you're creating and you're learning what you don't want to do, what you do want to do, remember in all that, have fun. Because if you don't have fun in the live stream process, the creative process, the thought process, then what are you doing it for? And never, never, never do it for the views, the money, or some kind of clout that you think you may get. If you ever do it for that, fuck you. The clout, you know, the views and the money may come in and it may make you happy and smile, but that could be gone just like that. You are so close to 1K. Just curious, how many hours do you have left to hit 4K? For anybody out there, if you want to know how many hours I've got, I last looked and I just got over 1K. I'm like 1K, 100 something hours, I think. So I've never been over 1K. But because of what I've been doing recently, changing my thumbnails and getting a better click-through rate, being more positive in my streams, me being back to being the hype man that Miss K has tagged me, and these other things, I've grown to better myself. And I have gone up from 700 watch hours in like December or November up to now 1,100, something like that. And that was in like 2-3 months. Congratulations on 10 years. Let's go. Good night, Laughing Star. Twisted Tea is good to me personally. It's too sweet. Good choice though. Me my whole life, I grew up on Kool-Aid and sweet tea. Southern sweet tea. Louisiana or Lipton. And you put sugar, you get the water, your tea, you put it in the coffee maker, you let that stuff get what it needs to, you put it in the thing, you put the sugar in there, you stir it up, and boom. How's it going, Brownie Time? Hope you're doing good. Hopefully everything you personally, professionally, your channel, all that's doing good. High five to Brownie Time. You know? But yeah, if you got any more questions, ask me the question. If not, I am gonna wrap things up and explain why I do the Vault Squad and why I do my intro and outro the way that I do. And then if you want to, after the fact, share this out with somebody and say, hey, you want to learn more about Chrislevi13? Watch this right here. I grew up on Kool-Aid so much that we had these little popsicle makers, and Mom would put Kool-Aid in there and make Kool-Aid popsicles for you. So yeah, if y'all got any questions or anything else y'all want to say or talk about, let me know. And then I am eventually gonna go ahead and exit stage left, meaning get out of here. After explaining the two things that I got explained. You're welcome, welcome. So if any questions come in the next couple minutes, cool, great, grand, I'll answer that question. Vault Squad. Why do I call the community, my Discord, and all the viewers, the Vault Squad? Well, everybody has a catchy name for the community, right? You don't want to just call it, oh, that's my fans. Oh, that's my community. Oh, that's my viewers, right? You would be boring, right? I don't want to just read a generic, oh, that's my fan right there, ha ha ha. But at the end, you look at that person in your chat, that's not just a viewer or a fan, that's a friend. That's somebody that you met and had a conversation with, took time out of their life. So when I was coming up with a name, I was like, I like Borderlands. I like Fallout. Borderlands, you search for the vault key. Fallout, you have the different vaults you come out of. 2 and 2 work together. They're both called vaults. And I was like, well, gang, that's Vault Gang. Doesn't have a really ring to it. Vault Crew, nah. Vault Squad, hey, squad for the win. So I started calling people Vault Squad, and the Vault Squad simply tagline is this: Vault Squad. It's not about me, it's not about you, it's about us all from different walks of life coming together to create a better world, better self, you know, because that's what you got to do. And if I ever ask anybody to ever do anything, it would be simply to grow your knowledge, your friendships, and have fun. And why do I say those three things? Because in life, if you grow your friendships, that means not only you have your family there for you, but you got friends there for you. If you have fun in life, that means that you're going to find somewhere in that week, whether it's a video game, it's a phone game, it's this, that, the other thing, and you're going to have fun. And if you make sure that you grow your knowledge, whether it's about a mic, it's about a light, it's about something in life, you're going to be making sure that you better yourself. And that's where it comes to growing your knowledge, your friendships, have fun. And that's why the Vault Squad isn't about me, it's about you. No, it's not about any particular, because we all come from different walks of life. Different moms, dads, brothers, sisters, different schools we went to, different things we wake up to. Some days we wake up and we're like chipper than this. Some days we wake up and it's snowing outside and it's cold as fuck. But we all deal with it, we all conquer it. And the other thing I was going to talk about was, said the Vault Squad was one thing I was going to talk about. I forgot the other thing I was going to talk about. Why I make my intro and outro the way that I do. You ever see Jacksepticeye, PewDiePie, Jacksepticeye, Dashy? Dashy's loud in his videos. Jacksepticeye, top of the morning to you, right? But also, if you watch, what's his name? The Angry Video Game Nerd. And you watch his competitor called the Nostalgia Critic, the guy with the glasses. He used to have a website, do all this stuff. He does shit on awesome. Not a lot of people, some people have their controversy with the guy, right? Give me so. But he goes in the beginning of his Nostalgia Critic stuff for Disney and different movies and stuff like that. He's like, I'm a Nostalgia Critic. I remember it, so you don't have to. And I was like, that's catchy. I was like, hello everyone. I'm yours truly, Chrislevi13. Meaning yours truly, kind of like a letter, but Chrislevi13. So that's where the beginning came from. And why do I say stay awesome at the end of most videos in the live stream? Not everyone, because I sometimes forget or sometimes just don't. I say stay awesome because I want people to know on the end of it, the little bow you put at the end of a live stream, a video, a piece of content, you say stay awesome because you want to let that person know something positive. Bada bing, bada boom. But Chris, how can I be in a vault when I'm in a bunker? That is a good question. How can you be in a vault when I'm in a bunker? Well, if you look at a vault, like a bank vault, right? If you look at vaults on Fallout, right? How do you get out of it? You got to twist a little thing to get out of it. Vaults and bunkers are essentially the same thing, but internally also different at the same time. Because the same way you go into a bank vault, how you go into some of the vaults in Fallout, how you go in some of the vaults in other video games. So you got to think about that. But I'm hard to keep on place. But yeah, thank you all for coming out. It's been an hour and 30 minutes here. Thank you all for being here. Thank you all for every comment, for every question, like, describe, Discord call that was till 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, playing on the PlayStation, the Nintendo Switch, the PS4, or shitting on me, you know, wanting to ruin my YouTube channel, or being right there. I buy your merch, I donate to you, I'm hyped for you, any of that stuff. Thank each and every single one of you all for everything you've ever done. Because the content you create keeps me going and inspires me. Inspires me. The content you haven't created but will create will inspire somebody else. And hopefully what I do, in some way or shape or form, does this right here. Makes you at least once smile and or think. Because if I, as a content creator, can do one of those two things, then I've done my job at entertaining you all. I know I've talked a lot, said a lot of variety of stuff throughout this stream. Thank you all for being here. Thank you. Thank you. We will hit 1K. We will hit 55,000 views. Do I know when, where, or how? No. But if we continue together, that means that what? I will hit my goals. But internally, if I'm sticking with you and Clouded Minds and Hannah and Logan and Brownie Time and Miss K and ISO and the list goes on of people that are here and aren't here. If I stick together with them and they help me hit my goals, then that means you're going to hit your goals. Whether it's beat a game, it's get a skin in Fortnite, it's make this video, it's make it through this day. It's, hey, go tell my wife, hey, let me get off this video and go tell my wife, hey, you know what? I fucking love you. Why are you saying that? That fucking motherfucker, Chrislevi13, wants me to tell you that I love you and that I'm going to grow my knowledge, my friendships, and have fucking fun. Because that's what it's about, day in and day out. Late night Skype calls, late night Discord calls. Discord's replaced Skype. I gotta say that. But all that jazz. If you've ever known anybody that's ever watched any of my content and you did not see him here tonight, simply take the link to this stream and drop it in their inbox and say, go watch this passionate man. I love you, but go watch my friend. Do that. If only one person dropped it in somebody's inbox, this live stream, and said, watch this, leave a comment, let me know how you thought about this, and I love you, to their best friend or their cousin or their auntie or uncle or friend from Bel Air, that would be awesome. That would be awesome. Anyway, I'm going to go get out, get me some food, chill out. I got to work tomorrow. Tomorrow night, I should be live streaming some sort of video game. The same thing with Thursday. And I will see you all next time. Anybody that's in the chat, leave a nice comment to end this stream. And I'm going to leave the end soon screen up for at least a couple minutes so that you can leave a nice comment. Feel free to leave a nice comment, and I'll see you all next time. Stay awesome. Thank you all. I am not the person I am today without you all. Leave something nice in the chat.